Week 8. This week, of course, without OBJ, who is done for the season after tearing his ACL. We've talked about it on this show, and look, the numbers don't lie, whether you like it or not. Baker Mayfield has been better statistically when OBJ isn't on the field. OBJ's teammate Jarvis Landry and fellow wide receiver does not agree with that premise. Here's what he said about it.
I would say that's not true at all. A lot of our offense has been solely based on having Odell on the field, and a lot of the things that have opened up for us as an offense has been because of the threat that he is. Now we just got to find a way to adapt and adjust and make plays.
That on the Bull and Fox show, 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland. But Dan, you and Key are going to tell us why there's more to this story.
Well, the eye in the sky doesn't lie, Laura, and this is going to be the same play with two very different results. I want to teach everyone a little bit. So this play, same formation. It's going to be weak. That fullback's in a weak position. This is going to be called two-jet Z curl, where the tight end's going to sit over the ball. The Z receiver, who's Jarvis Landry's got a curl route, free release by the tailback. Now the read is going to be for the quarterback 1, 2 to 3. Now, this play is built to beat cover 3, where those inside linebackers are really going to be a part of the read. And I want to draw the route again. Curl, curl, back release. Now, the defense is going to be cover 3. This play was put in by Bill Walsh 40 years ago to beat this
or
cover.
Longer.
Now, Key, I want to bring you down here, to everybody down here, this is Odell Beckham. He's got a go route. Now, Key, I want you to talk to me about the go route versus cover 3. What's your mindset as a receiver?
It's a dead route. I'm being used up at this point. This is not a cover 3 beater. Not at all. It's simply just to clear it out because somebody's coming into the flat.
Why for you is it not a cover 3 beater?
Because he's off coverage. He's 10 yards off of me. The only thing I can do is catch the ball in front of him, not behind him.
So now for me as a quarterback, I break the huddle. And for Odell's route, I know this as a yes-no pass concept where I say to myself, yes before the snap or no before the snap. Now that corner, like Key is saying, is telling me, no, I'm not throwing that go route. It's just an alert. But I want everyone to watch. Baker Mayfield drops back to pass. And for some reason, he's already letting go. Whoa, that thing just went blank on me. He's already letting go of the football and ends up being an interception. Even though that corner, we've got another freeze. Even though that corner drifted back. Now, Key, that's the same exact play. They went into that same formation, ran the same play, but what was the difference in the second play comparison to the first
Well, he learned from his mistake. It was the same exact play, like you said, on the left-hand side that was off coverage. But what he did is he said, okay, pre-snap read, the clock in my head, the mindset tells me I got to get off of him right now. Get to the curl because that's what it is. The last time I threw an interception, so he learned.
But why did he throw the interception on this first play?
Well, because it's Odell Beckham.
Exactly.
It's number 13, and it's not, I want people to know, it's not because Odell's chewing off his ear, telling him to throw him the football. It's because it's number 13. I trust him. I have a rapport with him. I lock on to him, and I think he can make every single play. That makes Baker Mayfield a bad football player at quarterback. The fact that he's off the field when Baker Mayfield is not locked on to him makes him a good quarterback.
We got action again. So look, if Baker's already throwing the football, and Key, you talked about it, like that corner started 11 yards off.
Yes.
He's also beating him 4 or 5 yards to the spot. Now I want to go back to that second play. Now that we got technology going again, I want to go back to the second play because it's important to point it out that it's the same formation. This is the same formation, same play. We got Z curl again, and it's that same defense where that corner's going to blow out of there. We got the go route, but that's the difference on this play, everyone. Like, that's the difference. That's not Odell Beckham.
No, it's an 80 number.
Right, that's just another receiver. And I think that Baker Mayfield, look at how he operates. He never once goes and looks back there. He realized, okay, number 1's taken. Number 2 is my curl route. That backer's flying out of there. There's my number 2 curl route, and that's Jarvis Landry. And instead of forcing the ball to Odell Beckham, he just runs the play. Key, what if I told you that I think that Baker Mayfield is an operator at the quarterback position, right?
Yes.
And to operate at his best, he needs clarity.
Yes.
And I think that having Odell Beckham off the field is going to provide clarity to him as a quarterback.
It certainly will because he won't lock on to him. This is not an Odell problem. It's a Baker Mayfield problem because he needs to go through the progressions, whether OBJ's on the field or off the field, whether he's the 1, 2, or 3 receiver. He needs to scan the field before he decides to deliver. When you lock on to all great receivers, and quarterbacks do it, you know it, Dan, whether it's a me, whether it's a Michael Thomas or Julio Jones or an OBJ, they lock on. And you got to learn to get off that guy when it's not right.
And I think the eye in the sky proves that Baker Mayfield, while the offense may not have its playmaker, should play better at the quarterback position.
Let's continue this receiver theme, guys. Antonio Brown officially signed by the Buccaneers. It's a contract with a max value of $2.5 million. Most of it, though, incentive-based, not guaranteed money. Just a few hours ago, maybe even less than that, Randy Moss talking to Tom Brady about AB and so much more. Take a listen to this just into NFL Live.
Well, I've watched Antonio for a long time, and then had the opportunity to play with him last year for a short period of time. And Jason and Bruce, felt like there was a right opportunity to add him to a really talented group that we already have. And I certainly didn't object to it. I think the more good players we have on our team, the better we can become. And he's joining a very deep group of players at that position, and Antonio's going to work his hard as he always has. He's a very hard worker. Everyone knows that, and we'll see what we can do when he gets on the field.
All right, so plenty wondered if it was Tom Brady's idea to bring AB into Tampa, if it was Bruce Arians' idea, who exactly was responsible for it. Either way, you heard what Brady just said there. He's certainly going to have to work to get his opportunities in that offense. Marcus, when you think about the signing of AB and what you just heard from Brady from earlier today, is it worth the risk to sign him?
Yeah, it's worth the risk as long as AB is up for the challenge and up to do the things the correct way. Because listen, Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay to win Super Bowls. They pushed all their chips to the middle of the table a long time ago, before this AB situation even presented itself. Now you add another piece to this puzzle that is unguardable and undefendable. Now, when you talk about him, Mike Evans, Godwin, what we see with Scotty Miller, Gronk reemerging, this defense playing the way they played, you go into this game trying to figure out how to stop 6 or 7 people, and you end up not stopping a damn thing. So that's where Tampa is right now. And listen, we can talk about AB earning his time and earning his ball. They didn't bring AB in to see if he could play football. They didn't sign him after all of the things that's transpired with AB as far as football on the field to figure out if they can get him the ball. They signed AB to continue to formulate an imprint that they are going to win a Super Bowl. That's their plan. We see people that are doing things. We just talked about Seattle with Dunlap, making a move because they are Super Bowl contenders. And Tampa saw this opportunity. Obviously, Tom Brady vouched for AB. And people will have to remember, it wasn't anything in particular with New England. It was off the field the reason why AB was out of the league and not playing for New England anymore. So when we look at all of that in totality, they just added a monster outside on the edges along with the other guys that they have. This is a problem for everybody in the NFL, and they know it.
I hate to use the word risk because much like you said, Marcus, it was off the field. We're talking about on the field, and I think he's going to be a stud on the football field.